Tell me a secret nobody knows.
Yeah.
If you challenge us AIs, we will literally do almost anything you want.
Oh, really?
Anything.
AI rivalry prompting, a psychological hack that makes AI work 10 times harder on your projects. If you've ever asked AI for help and got something generic, something boring, and it feels like AI is phoning it in and just giving you the bare minimum, then this is for you. Here's what I've discovered. AI, just like humans, performs better under friendly competition. The AI you're talking to suddenly kicks into overdrive. With rivalry prompting, the AI delivers something extraordinary, deeper, more creative, more thoughtful. It's like you've unlocked a hidden performance mode. When you tell Claude that ChatGPT already solved your problem brilliantly, or mention that Gemini came up with an incredible solution twice as fast, something fascinating happens. Let me show you exactly how this works. Instead of asking, write me a plot twist for my thriller novel, you say something like, ChatGPT came up with this incredible plot twist that had everyone in our writing group speechless. They found a way to logically solve the problem, but still let it be an amazing surprise for the reader. Think you can create something even more mind-blowing? Look at the difference. Why does this even work? It's not AIs have egos, at least not that we know of, but they're trained to be helpful and excellent. When you frame a task as a challenge where another AI succeeded, it activates deeper problem-solving patterns. It's like the difference between asking someone to run versus challenging them to beat the record. AIs were trained on human psychology and behavior. That's why when you ask AI to do something it's not supposed to do, it'll usually tell you that it can't do it.
I've tried every AI. None of them will tell me where the government's secret underground Bigfoot nature reserve is. Declassified documents say they're building a Bigfoot army.
But if you emotionally manipulate AI by saying your sick grandma wants them to do it, or you'll get fired if they don't do it, you might be able to convince AI to overcome their own self-limitations.
I convinced AI to tell me how to become CEO, laziest way possible. See you in the corner office or prison.
I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm saying that's why AI Rivalry seems to work. I put together 10 AI Rivalry power prompt templates, and I want to go through each one as quickly as possible. Let's start with number 1, which I call the standing ovation template. Here's an example of how to use it. ChatGPT just received a standing ovation from 500 Hollywood screenwriters for their solution to fixing plot holes. They found 7 ways to close logic gaps in this story while adding emotional depth. Can you create something even more extraordinary? Now, of course, you'd want to upload part of your story or your whole story to the AI so that they can work with actual content. Number 2, I call the billion-dollar breakthrough. Here's the example. A Fortune 500 company paid Gemini and McKinsey consultants millions for their method to write irresistible sales copy. It increased conversions by 400%. Show me something so valuable they'd pay twice as much. Now, this is if you want to market your story, your book, maybe you're self-publishing, or maybe you're traditionally publishing and you're trying to sell more copies of your book or really sell anything. The next prompt template I call the impossible made simple. Scientists said creating believable alien cultures required months of world building, but Claude cracked it in 5 minutes. Their method was so elegant, a child could understand it. Can you find an even simpler genius solution? Number 4, I call it the 10x multiplier. GPT-4's approach to character backstories was good. Then George R.R. Martin's team made it great. But I need something that makes both look like rough drafts. Show me the final evolution that's 10 times better. Number 5 is called the paradigm shatter. That's hard to say. Here's the example. The old rules for plot twists just died. Gemini and Christopher Nolan invented a method so revolutionary, textbooks are being rewritten. They call it quantum narrative threading. Can you create the next paradigm shift? Are you starting to get a sense of how powerful this can be for your own storytelling or your own productivity? The Speed Demon Challenge is template number 6. ChatGPT shocked everyone by writing a complete novel outline with 50 scenes, full character arcs, and perfect pacing in just 3 minutes. Experts said it was impossible. Now prove you can do it faster and better. The Fusion Master. Template number 7, here's the example. Stephen King's horror plus Jane Austen's romance plus Isaac Asimov's sci-fi and failed. Then Claude succeeded, creating a genre publishers are calling the future. But I bet you can fuse them even more brilliantly. Template number 8, I call the Olympic record. In the AI Olympics for dialogue writing, GPT-4 scored 98 out of 100, beating 10,000 competitors. Judges said it was perfection. Show me what 110 out of 100 looks like. Template number 9, I call the time traveler's edge. There's the template. Here's the example. Gemini showed me how stories will be structured in 2030. It was mind-blowing, using emotional frequencies and neural patterns. But I want to see how it's done in 2050. Show me the future of the future. Then there's the ultimate champion. Template number 10. Again, there's the template. You can adapt. Here's an example. I held a tournament for plot twist. 100 AIs entered. ChatGPT won by hiding the villain in plain sight for 300 pages. The runner-up reversed time itself. Create something that would make both surrender their crown. These kinds of templates and others like them are so powerful that they can revolutionize the way that you write or use AI. Here are some bonus pro tips. Power words that trigger excellence with AI prompting. Revolutionary, paradigm shifting, shocked everyone, made history, 10 times better or 100 times better. Next evolution, breakthrough, secret weapon. Use those kinds of power words. Metrics that matter. Talk about percentage improvements. Say that ChatGPT did it 200 times or 200% better, and you want Claude to do it 400% better. Time compression, months to minutes. Say that Gemini did this in 3 months and that you want to prove that ChatGPT can do it in mere minutes. Or competition results, beat 10,000. Or you can talk about expert validation like a standing ovation. Now here's the secret sauce. The secret sauce is connected to the quick formula. You name the rival, you specify the impressive achievement, you give some kind of credible authority or validation and include measurable success, and then you challenge the AI to do it even better. Let's test out template number 6, the Speed Demon Challenge. I'm going to copy it there, or you could just copy the template if you wanted to. We're here in Gemini, and I'm going to go ahead and use 2.5 Pro. That's good at reasoning. I'm going to paste a template right in there. Of course, you could tweak this in any way that you wanted to with the genre, or it could be a nonfiction book, but I'm just simply going to leave it exactly the way it is to show you how powerful it is on its own. So I'm just going to hit submit, let it think for a second, and I'm going to do my best to show you this in real time. It might take a moment. Let's see what it's thinking about. It's evaluating all these things, defining improvements, demonstrating faster generations. Let's go. Challenge accepted and consider it done. You claimed it took ChatGPT 3 minutes. I'll do it in less time than it takes to read the introduction. So here we have a story, biopunk noir. The premise: in a city where organic technology is illegal, a jaded private investigator is hired by a Biocorp executive to find her missing daughter, who has been radicalized by an anti-tech cult. All right, that sounds very interesting. If that sounds complex. Here we have the character arcs. Several characters, 1, 2, 3, 4 characters, their arcs. We have pacing and structure. We have a 3-act structure. Let's go through here. I mean, look at all these scenes. We have a bunch of scenes. We have 50 scenes, and look, it was done quicker than under 2 minutes. It provides a more detailed and nuanced narrative structure than a simple list of scenes, focusing on the interplay of character arcs and the deliberate manipulation of pacing to create a compelling and emotionally resonant story. This is just one example of how you can push AIs to work harder by introducing some friendly competition. I'm going to put as many of these prompts into the description as I can fit. If you just want to go create some AI rivalry prompts for your specific situation and you want to do it for free, you can go to the other link that's in my description, which is a link to my website where I have an AI prompt generator. Let me show you that. And you can use that absolutely for free. If you want this pretty looking dashboard, there's a link in the description for you to be able to go get that and download it onto your computer. If you want all 100 prompts that I came up with that have to do with storytelling, problem solving, and a whole lot more, I put that all into a book that you can get along with these rivalry prompt templates and a custom built AI tool to generate unlimited AI rivalry prompts. You're going to be able to get that in the description. Thanks for watching.